Hey, I'm Lloyd. Welcome to the Creator Roundup, a bi-weekly series where I'll walk you through some of the latest updates from across the creator economy. Let's dive in. So first up, TikTok has been encouraging more creators to post up to 30-minute videos, which is just insane. We so much think of TikTok as like a short form platform that, we think of like 8-second videos, 30-second videos, 60-second videos. I know now they've been going up to 5-minute videos. So the fact that they're expanding to 30-minute videos is just bizarre to me. Now, on one hand, I think this might be bad for a lot of creators, especially creators that know themselves to be short form creators that do really well with really engaging videos less than 30 seconds. This is probably going to be a very big shift for them, especially because TikTok is probably going to be pushing longer videos out even more and expanding the reach on longer videos. And so I think for a lot of creators, this is going to catch them as a surprise. However, this also could be a good thing, Think about people that are podcasters or YouTubers or people that have TV shows. There's been times where I've watched entire movies on TikTok. People just post part 1, part 2, part 3, and it goes all the way up to like part 60. So I think having the ability to post 30-minute videos for someone like, a TV network to be able to put an entire episode on TikTok is kind of a bizarre concept, and it's definitely a new thing for TikTok to explore. I do wonder though if this is gonna alienate some of the people that love TikTok because it's so fast. You get this dopamine hit every time you scroll. There is something to love about that. And so I am curious though, as a creator, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments for sure. I know this is a change. Do you think this is a good change or not so great change? Let me know in the comments. Our second story today is not really a story. It's more of a secret. And I really shouldn't even be telling you this, but I know for a fact, and it's not even out yet, but I want you to know that this is something that's coming. Opus has been working on a medium-sized clip editor. So think about this. Right now, you take your long-form content, that's let's just say 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, and you put it in Opus and it gives you these 60-second clips that you can post on short-form platforms. What if there was a way though, say you were a podcaster and you recorded an hour-long episode, what if there was a way you could get a 7-minute clip of that podcast interview that could be its own standalone YouTube video? Let's just call these medium-sized clips. Opus has been working for a way to turn your long-form content into sort of like medium-sized content, which you could then use on YouTube. And now that we know that TikTok will let you post up to 30-minute videos, you'll also be able to use this on TikTok. So this is exciting. I can't tell you exactly when it's gonna come out, but I at least wanted you, as someone that is part of the Creator Roundup, to have a heads up that this is something that Opus has been working on. And as soon as it's out, I'll create a tutorial showing you how it works and drop it on this very YouTube channel. But I hope this is something you're excited for, and if it is, let me know in the comments. Now, the third story of the day isn't that much different than the first story of the day because they both include TikTok. TikTok has been prioritizing pictures and stories. These are basically posts that allow you to post something on TikTok and they automatically disappear in 24 hours. This is very similar to Instagram stories. This is also very similar to Be Real a little bit. And so the fact that TikTok is even exploring anything other than short form video content is always just a shock to me. It's exciting. I'm not saying I don't love it. It's just different. I mean, when was the last time you thought about TikTok as like a picture first platform where you can go on there, post a picture on your story and know it's going to be gone in 24 hours? You literally only associate TikTok with video content. So I think this is a great way for them to not only compete with someone like an Instagram, but also just diversify what it is they're known for. The earlier change I told you with them doing up to 30-minute videos, I think that clearly allows them to compete with someone like a YouTube. And I think this update, allowing people to post pictures, lets them compete with someone like an Instagram. And so I think they're just slowly diversifying what they're known for, which I think could be cool for creators like you and I. All right, story number 4 is Instagram is now officially gonna have Finstas. A Finsta is basically a fake Instagram account. Say you have a very important job and you don't want people at your job to know your Instagram, you would create a Finsta that isn't easily identifiable as you. Let's just say it has a different name and a weird profile picture so that we can't tell that it's actually you. Basically, Instagram wants to make this easier to do. So what they're doing is creating what they're calling Flipside, which is basically the ability to have your profile and then a private version of your profile. A good example of what this might look like is if I'm an attorney by day, I might have a more professional Instagram account. And then my Finsta, or my flip side, will be the Instagram account within my profile that I share with my friends, or that I can mark as like, hey, it's works similar to close friends in the sense that you'll be able to mark that these 5 friends are my close friends and I want them to see my flip side content. And so I think this is like actually pretty cool. I think their goal in doing this is encouraging creators like you and I to post more often versus saying, hey, I'm not gonna post on Instagram because people from my job might see it. This is just a way to post while still respecting your privacy and your safety online. So I think this is pretty cool. Shout out to Instagram. Normally, a lot of the features that they have, I think, are clearly from other platforms or clearly things that exist. This is kind of new, and I think this is the first time I've seen anything like this from a social media platform. I'd even like to see something like this on LinkedIn, where it's like, hey, this is my day job and this is what I do by day, so the people that work at my company can see this profile. But then I'm also a creator on LinkedIn, and other people need to be able to see my videos on LinkedIn. So this is pretty cool. Shout out to Instagram for this. Now, the last story is definitely a crazy one, but just follow me. Florida's House submitted a bill that would restrict children under 16 from being able to create a social media profile or post content on an existing social media profile. Now, no one really knows exactly how they would track this or how this would even be managed. Some people speculate that the government would be putting the onus on the social media platform to verify the age of everyone's on the platform, like they already say they do, and then restricting and managing that, like, hey, if you say you're under 16 and we verify that you're under 16, we're not going to let you post. Versus if you say that you're older 16 and we verify that, then you can post. I just think that our social media platforms are not even organized to make this happen. So I just think that this is going to be very hard to track. Instagram has, they have like a verified tool, which allows you to essentially further protect your account. The process to verify your like account, you have to like submit your government ID. You have to, it's like actually like a lot of things you have to do. And so I think that's one way where maybe they could actually verify someone's actual age instead of people just lying and saying that I am over 16, therefore I can post. And so that's the only way I could see something like this kind of working. But beyond that, no one really knows how this is gonna work. Now, while this bill was submitted by the House, in order for this to become a reality, it would need to pass the Senate and it would need to be signed by the governor of Florida, which I think are very difficult things to make happen. So I think the likelihood of this happening is pretty low, but it definitely seems like in general, the popular consensus across the country is a lot of our government officials feel like we need a lot more oversight for how children are treated on social media. Let me know what you think about this. Is this something we should be concerned about? I would love to know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for today's Creator Roundup. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not in our private Discord with thousands of other creators, drop a comment and we'll make sure you have the link. Peace.